Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Nwangu. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you we won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Fields on 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Houston. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now it's Hines. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 8. rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Matthew Adams. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Or you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles. And the first play, they give the football right back.
Man, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hit 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Second and 4. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll lift to throw here on first down. This is the tight end fan, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here tonight, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. McPherson's kick is good, and it will push the lead up to 5. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action.
Here we go. Black Jack.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. This is Hines. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the 4th quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
They'll look to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Julio Jones. 30 yards. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're at the time of the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brian Burns. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. first down, it's Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at the 41.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
38. Hey, one for you.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines.
And some space here.
Gets past one man. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run with Hines, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise. And I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out.
And now here is another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Nick Bonito.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they? Nope. That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of risk.
Seattle Seahawks are on the clock. The Miami Dolphins now on the clock. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. Now on the clock, the Texans. We have a trade alert. This pick has been traded. Next up, it's the Seahawks on the clock. On the clock now, the Seattle Seahawks. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Next up, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are on the clock. On the clock now, the Houston Texans. The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock. Next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. The Houston Texans are now on the clock.
Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Seahawks and the Texans, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Houston Texans taking on the NFC champions. So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. They'll set up to throw. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on second and a yard. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on his slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a big pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they backed up even further.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So third and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Back to throw here. Touchdown, Seahawks. Robbie Anderson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in the Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's a tough way to start this Super Bowl, Charles. You give up the touchdown, and then on the first play, you take a shot downfield, but it's intercepted.
Yeah, Brandon, remember when we sat down with their offensive staff before the game, the offensive coordinator showed us his play sheet, and what did he have written on it? Be bold. And that's exactly what they were on their first drive. It didn't turn out. The interception came, and now they're hoping their defense can bail them out.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Jones. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Now Fields. There's Chris Olave.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the give is Nwangu, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on third down, Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Kene Nwangu taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Hey, go here. Hey, go here.
They'll look to throw again. This is the tight end fan. And some room to run now. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again. That's caught over the middle by Fant. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Anderson. Touchdown! Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jeremy Chin picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run right on the option. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Robbie Anderson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. On a return from his end zone, Rodgers. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Chris Olave in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there. On
1st and 10, here's Fields. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
It's caught on the right side, Williams.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
To throw is Fields.
And this is going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw has no shot.
Tucker's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it.
His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. But just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Cut.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Hines. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Hines is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Naeem Hines taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Texans are right back in this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive. Right after the turnover, they go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
He's got it to Williams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 17-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields.
He finds his target, it's Schultz. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. This is Anderson. Taking it right down Broadway. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th
take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first down again at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Fields throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
On Fields.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Here's Fields. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They go play action here on first down.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking deep for Julio. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, we've talked to guys that have done it.